Hey everybody, I am excited about this episode because I haven't done this in a while. No, I'm not drinking. I am hot saucing it. Now, I looked online and I can safely have hot sauce on the carnivore diet as long as it's safe hot sauce, meaning that the chemicals that are inside of it, there aren't none. There's only natural ingredients and it lists them. And you're not dealing with any chemicals, any hormones, any additives, etc., etc., etc. Like this one here, our first one is Dirty Dick's Hot Sauce. Hot pepper sauce with a tropical twist. It's got habanero, mangoes, pineapple, bananas, tomatoes, brown sugar, raisins, onions, garlic, salt, and salt. So that's Dirty Dick. Next one we have on tap is the classic hot sauce from We Feast from Hot Ones. It has Fresno chili pepper, water, apple cider vinegar, garlic puree, kosher salt, organic dried garlic, organic turmeric, and organic black pepper. And it is distributed in Brooklyn, New York. Next one we got here is Abacola. It's a Maui from Hawaii sauce. It's island wings. It's pineapple cayenne pepper sauce. It's actually really good. Pineapple, chili pepper, red wine vinegar, honey, onion powder, sea salt, mustard seed powder. Silky and smooth. Okay. Next one we have here is from the Spicy Shark. It's a Nurse Shark Jalapeno. It is jalapeno pepper, Pablo pepper, tomato, cantaloupe, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, lime juice, sunflower oil, ginger, vinegar, habanero pepper, cilantro, salt, fruit, pentine, lime juice, and mint. It's a lot of stuff that's in that one. And it's funny too because it says jalapeno on it. But yet, there's no jalapeno. I mean, there's jalapeno in it, but there's a lot of hotter things in it. So I'm just going to move on from there. And our final but not least, it is called Hellfire Hot Sauce. It's called Blueberry Hell. And it's exactly that. It is definitely Blueberry Hell. There is blackberries, blueberries in here. Then there's jojoba pepper that's smushed up. Jalapeno peppers that are in here, serrano peppers, canes, raspberry, pears, there's pineapple, there's orange habanero peppers that are in here, beets, blueberry, sea salt, lemon juice, grape juice in this thing. And it is definitely, these are when you want to really shake all these up. Okay, so the first one we're going to start off with knowing which one is which and what is the heat content on them. I am going to start off with my little list. Other than that, everything else has been fine today. I planted one of my trees that came in. I relaxed through most of the day. Had a couple pieces of cheese for lunch. Just because I was like, I got a little hungry, and I think that's because we ate cheese yesterday. So I got a little hungry today. But other than that, it wasn't bad. Just a couple small pieces and stuff satisfy you with some water. Other than that, the whole rest of my day was really relaxing. So it is day 40 of the carnivore diet, and I made some fried chicken. It's the only way to do hot sauce. I wasn't just going to sit here and snort it, So I take my chicken, like I showed you guys once before. I'll turn on another light, see if that helps. And it's covered in salt, pepper, and the other ingredient that's on there as well is pork rind. It's that pork rind stuff that I use. If that made a difference. Alright. At least you can see, at least I'm not half white and half black anymore. Not that that's a problem. Anyway, so we're going to do the hot ones, the classic hot sauce. Garlic Fresno edition. And unlike the show, I don't do a dab. Dabbing to me is just not how you do hot sauce. So you gotta coat that bitch. Yeah, coat it, man. If you're doing a dab, that's not hot sauce, you know. You're just like, you might as well just like lick your finger and stick it in the bottle. Okay. You guys get to see me without glasses on. Okay, look at that. That is nice. Get my beard out of the way. Okay, going in. Now, I haven't had hot sauce in a while. And usually that's like a real mild one, but I'm feeling it. But it feels good though. So far, on the diet, I've been feeling good. No aches, no pains. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll answer a question after every couple bottles, right? Answer a question of my own question, right? How have I been feeling? I've been feeling pretty good. Not sick, not tired. A little tired today. Just because I've been really busy all week doing a lot of manual labor. I think it just finally caught up to me. Plus, it was like a nice relaxing Saturday. It was cool. It was relaxing. So, I was like just sitting a certain way on my couch. I was kind of bored. I had nothing to do, and I was just tired. You know, just relaxing, chilling, and just kind of snoozed out for like an hour or so. Other than that, all good. Alright, I gotta get myself some napkins here. Napkins?
Yeah, I'll take a few. No, thanks. Thank you.
And it's funny, usually when I do all this like hot sauce and stuff, I'm usually sitting here like we're drinking beer. So it's also kind of like my first time I'm not drinking beer while doing this, which is kind of like, I'm not gonna say it's weird for me, but it's definitely different. And it's not a problem either. There's usually, if I'm having like wings with hot sauce, it's like, I'm talking to the camera, I usually have like at least 2 beers with my chicken wing. Anyway, moving on to the next one. We have the Nurse Shark Jalapeno. Spicy shark. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Open, open. It's nerve-wracking when it's taking forever to come. Okay. Take that one. I like to roll it like this. Get it all coated on it. I usually try to take a bite in the most concentrated area. Alright guys. You can see how this is coated. I wish this fucking light would actually work better. But anyway, this is all nice and coated. Going in. Let's get a little hotter. Get a little hotter. One more temperature. Ooh. Something kicked in there. I don't know what it was, but it kicked in. Alright. Another thing I can think of. Have I had any side effects? saving money, I think, is a side effect. I mean, I was sick for like 2 weeks. A week or two, actually. I think it was less than a week. But, I guess a minor side effect is like to find the meats and stuff that you should be eating, like the grass-fed. Stuff could be like a little expensive at times. Trying to go for like pure, like non-hormone, no pesticide shit. I guess would be kind of a side effect, but in a way it's not, because being on this diet, being I'm not drinking, not doing no beer, no alcohol and stuff, that's where a lot of my money was going to. So being I'm not doing any of that stuff, I'm not spending money on that, so kind of in a way it kind of everything equals out. Plus, like, we threw away a lot of stuff that was bad, like a lot of sauces that I had, even hot sauces, barbecue sauces and shit had a lot of bad chemicals in them. So being that I'm not buying any of that stuff anymore, the cost of having better quality food, buying the grass-fed food, which is more money, and the wild-caught game food, like actual real, someone shot it, brought it to a butcher, cut it up, and I got it. Having wild game and grass-fed might cost more money, but yet I'm not buying all those other products that were dangerous to my health. So in a way, I'm actually saving like a lot of money, even though it's kind of like you don't really notice it right off the bat, but I am, and I have noticed it. I'm not, almost every weekend or so I had beer basically all week long, so I'd probably blow through almost like $200-300 a week in beer. And then, like, if close to the holidays, I would buy like almost $200 to $300 in beer, and I would spend like almost $800 in liquor just for a holiday. And my mother would probably drink like 1%, like 2% of everything, if any. I get like a case of beer for herself. I run out of mine. I'd start using it, taking hers. I'd buy like liquor and shit, and we'd polish off. I was polishing off sometimes like a bottle of wine a night, which really isn't unheard of for most people, because wine is kind of small. This is the Island Wings pineapple cayenne pepper sauce. This one I like a lot. Maybe not that much. But yeah, so not having those expenses definitely help out majorly for buying better stuff. Alright guys, going down the road of the Island Wings. Open, pour, enjoy, and repeat. That's what it says. Pineapple cayenne pepper sauce. It's actually like milder than all the first two of them, but also then I'm like my tolerance is building back up again. Do I have any social issues being on the diet? I guess one social issue I would have is if I was to go out on a date with somebody or hang out with friends and family outside of my kitchen. Basically because if I was to go out to like, let's say like a bar, well, I'm not going to drink any beer, and I'm not drinking any soda because that's even worse for you. So I'd be sitting there drinking water, and I wouldn't really trust any of the food that they're serving there because Basically, I don't know how chemically molested it is. So, for me to actually go to a place and actually try to go out and eat would be really difficult for me. Because I would basically scrutinize everything on the menu. Now, if we went to a sushi place, that's a whole different story. If we went out to a sushi joint, then yeah, I could eat what's there. But like, all the big brand places like, Applebee's and Outback, Arby's if they're still around. There's really not that many restaurants around me. Even like the Mexican places, Italian restaurants, I can't really go to those because I don't know what the food is. And if I try to ask somebody like, hey, is this grass-fed? Like, I don't know. They'll go in the kitchen and be like, is it grass-fed? And they're like, no, we just picked it up off the floor. And they're like, okay, yeah, it's grass-fed. So I don't know if they're going to tell me the truth or not. 90% of the time, restaurant personnel lie to the customers because they just don't want to deal with the customers' bullshit. And it's not bullshit, it's just customers are asking because they're concerned about the meal. So people have the right to ask about what they're consuming, and the workers that don't give a shit and they're just there for a paycheck don't do their job. And not all of them, but 99% of them are like that. So going out in a social atmosphere, I would say, is extremely hard, unless I went to like a place that was actually for carnivores that had grass-fed. So I guess I would have to look for like a sushi place or like a pure, like organic, grass-fed, not hippie, but kind of like a vegan type of place, but for carnivores. Alright, we're on to Dirty Dick's hot sauce. Hot pepper sauce with a tropical twist. World's greatest hot sauce. No brag, just facts. I don't know, I like that Abacola. So. Alright. I should really try to get on the set of hot ones. It'd be fun. I don't know what he would ask me. He'd ask me carnivore questions, I guess. I would just be pouring like that much hot sauce on him while he's doing like a trip. He's like, you're gonna go for a lot? Like, yeah, that's how you do hot sauce, bro. You don't put a dab on, you put a lot on. And to ride the bearded train. No, I could taste like the pineapple and the mango on that one. Okay, some temperatures are rising. Oh yeah. Working our way up to the blueberry hell. I don't know why my fingers are spicier than the chicken. It's weird. Let's see. What have I noticed different with my body? Well, I got some significant ones, and we're not going to talk about this all night. But my ass is getting bigger now. I would say my hair and definitely my beard seem to be growing a lot quicker. I noticed my beard hair. I don't add any chemicals at all to it. No growth hormones, no pills for it. I probably brush it like about 2 or 3 times a day every time, just try. I do it in the morning, maybe midday, and then late afternoon, try to keep it like nice and straight. Wash my face in the morning, and usually before I go to sleep at night, I'll kind of wash my face sometimes periodically throughout the day, especially if I'm outside. I'm getting covered in mud and dirt and stuff. I noticed that. I noticed as well as my fingernails even though they're kind of dirty, but that's because I've been outside and just being a bitch. But for a guy having these long nails and shit is crazy. My nails look like I had fucking black nail polish on. I was digging in the dirt, and the many times I scrub and stuff, I'm like tinted the color of the fucking soil. I look like I'm going goth, going steampunk. You know, I got my shirt on and my beard. I'm surprised I never did go steampunk when it was a big fad, because I always thought that shit was cool. I just never had a good beard and a mustache. Or maybe I'll go steampunk. I'll go back to work on Monday with the goggles on and a hat and freaking robe and shit. Hi guys, I'm leaving. Bye. Anyway, nails, hair. I notice I'm like retaining more muscle. I don't get winded as much. I don't get winded like I used to. Not even as much. I don't get winded sometimes. You know, when I was outside laying down, like I had like 40 bags of topsoil at 40 pounds each, throwing them off the bed of my pickup truck. Only time I got like a little, kind of had to take a break, was probably like bag 35, and that was just because when I went to go step a certain way in my bed of my truck, I lost my balance a little bit, so I kind of like had to like recorrect myself, and that was also because I didn't have my glasses on. So when I don't have my glasses on and I'm sitting in a truck that has a lift and big tires on it, I kind of have horrible depth perception. I have horrible depth perception at any time, but especially at that moment. So I had like a whoa moment, and I had to like equal out. And after that, I just kept grabbing, just like one after another, just grab, toss, grab, toss, grab, toss, grab, toss, grab, toss. So, like normally before I started this diet, I wouldn't be able to do that. I would probably do like 4 or 5 of them, and I'd like be like done. I had a 50-pound bag of soil today that I lifted up in my garage, threw on my shoulder like it was nothing. And I actually didn't know how heavy it was until I lifted it, and I go, wow, this thing's got some weight on it. I walked into my backyard, put it down, I looked down, it was like 50 pounds. I'm like, whoa! And meanwhile, in my head, I was thinking probably like 25, 30. Because I really just haven't done any like real lifting in a long time. Oh, I'm out of shape with that, obviously. I don't have any knee pain, I don't have any back, shoulder pain. I don't know when it's going to rain. That's really about it. On to the next chicken wing. Running out of video here. Got 22 out of 30. Alright, now we're on to Hellfire Blueberry Hell. Oh god, I put too much on. I already know this is going to be bad because I've had this one before. And this is not a fun hot sauce. So, in case you guys don't see another video, it's been nice talking to you. I'm going straight to Blueberry Hell. Oh, it hasn't even kicked in yet. This is bad. Ooh. Feel the burning. Feel the burn. Might have to piggyback chase it with a different hot sauce. Wow. That's not tear worthy, but my mouth is definitely burning. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. It's like a fire slowly burning inside my mouth. Barely put a dent in my chicken wings here. What's another question I can ask myself? My outlook on life. That's a good one. There's a lot of people talk about getting depressed, upset, miserable, so on and so forth. Honestly, my outlook on life, well, I'm kind of like a loner as it is. So, being alone is not a big problem for me. But honestly, I have a positive outlook on life. I'm extremely happy. I'm excited for what's coming next. Every day I'm excited for what's going to be for dinner. Originally we were going to have that pork that we smoked, but I was like, I can go for some chicken wings, and then I was looking up hot sauces I could have. I was like, I got to go for chicken wings. And it was like unanimous, like, boom, chicken wings, fried chicken tonight, good. Tomorrow we'll have the pork, so on and so forth. But each day, like, I'm excited, and then I'm like researching more about the carnivore diet. Like, okay, so I've passed 30 days. It's day 40. I've been 40 days sober. I feel great. I feel wonderful. I'm excited about life. I enjoy life even more being sober. I never thought I can actually go more than 3 days without a drink, and it's been 40 fucking days. And I have absolutely no urge for alcohol. I didn't need to go to a clinic. I didn't need to go to rehab. I didn't need a counselor and shit. I just did it on my own. I just set my mind to it, and that was it. So, being I was able to do it, I know everybody else can. And I did go through withdrawals at times where I had sweats, cold shakes. I felt nauseous. I felt sick. I was hostile. But all that went away. So, if I can go through all that shit with the ability of being able to go and buy alcohol and booze and not do it, that's, it's amazing. So, and ironically, I found in the back of my wine fridge the other day a little tiny mini bottle of whiskey, and I looked at it and I go, I'll save you for whenever. But when I looked at it, I used to drink it all the time. It was, I forgot what it is, but it's a peanut butter whiskey. And usually I used to drink those things like it was candy. I'm surprised I even still had one left, and it's because it was hidden behind a water bottle. So having that in there kind of like helps me, at least theoretically. But I don't need it. So I don't need to have that bottle there to help me quit drinking, because it's already happened. My nose is actually starting to run now that I'm talking to you guys. So I'm going to do this last piece. I got 28 minutes out of 30 on my phone. I think it stops at like 30 minutes. So I'm going to chew down this last piece. And I just tell you guys, hope you enjoy life. Do something like this. Jump on the carnivore diet. Share it with your friends, your family. Send it to your enemies, your mother-in-law. And have some freaking fried chicken covered in pork rind powder. Crushed pork rinds. And very safe and healthy, organic, 100% organic hot sauces. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Brings the flavor down. But there's hot sauces on the plate. So, oh yeah. Well, got about 30 seconds left and the video's going to end. Anyway, guys, it's been real. Tomorrow, Sunday, I hope everybody has a safe and wonderful Saturday night. Video, I hit end.